It gives me great pleasure to introduce Thomas McEvoy, an alumnus with 2 Rollins degrees and an accomplished executive with deep personal ties to the college. It is also my honor to induct Tom into the Crummer Graduate School of Business Alumni Hall of Fame. Tom becomes the 7th inductee, joining alumni such as Charles Rice, former chairman of Barnett Banks, Dwayne Ackerman, chairman and CEO of Bell South Corporation, and Al Weiss, president of worldwide operations of Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, who is with us today as the proud parent of a graduate. Tom has more than 25 years of experience in the telecommunications industry. He joined Sprint here in Winter Park in 1980 as an accountant and served in a variety of positions in the finance, operations, business, carrier, and consumer market units. In 2004, he was named president of Sprint's enterprise markets, where he was responsible for leading sales and marketing efforts for more than 4,000 corporate accounts. Tom has now assumed the position of president business markets for the Sprint spin-off company, EMBARQ. This new company will bring all of Sprint's local phone service into one organization. On separation from Sprint Nextel, EMBARQ is expected to be a New York Stock Exchange listed company with approximately $6 billion in annual revenues. It will rank among the Fortune 500 and become the 5th largest local communications company in the United States with 20,000 employees. At Rollins, Tom has become a frequent and welcome face at Crummer Hall. He has been a regular speaker for the Crummer Leadership Center, where his energy and enthusiasm for hard work, motivating others, and setting high standards of performance have left a significant impression on our students. 2 years ago, Tom became a member of the Crummer School Board of Overseers. Even though he lives in Kansas and has a grueling travel schedule, he has yet to miss a board meeting. Tom earned his degree in business administration in 1980 and his MBA in 1985. While a student at Rollins, he met his wife, Judy, whose father, Ronald Peace, was the college's Dean of Student Affairs. Tom and Judy's son, Michael, attended Rollins Child Development Center. And Tom's brother-in-law, Ron Peace, is a network engineer in Rollins' Information Technology Department. As Tom receives this honor today, we are especially pleased to have Judy, Michael, Tom's parents, Judy's parents, and other members of their families with us to celebrate this occasion. Beyond all of his professional achievements, what earns Tom this recognition is his willingness to encourage and support the people around him to excel. Please join me in welcoming Thomas J. McEvoy as the newest member of the Crummer School Alumni Hall of Fame and to deliver this year's commencement address.
Thank you, Dr. Duncan, for those kind remarks. Good morning, Provost Lancaster, Dean McAllister, Chairman High, and Chairman Keene. I'd like to also welcome, a special welcome, to our graduates today, their families, their parents, and all the friends that are joining us. I'm extremely excited to be back here at the Rollins campus because it is one of the most beautiful places in the country, I can assure you of that. I'm especially proud to be part of the ceremony today, to be able to come back and talk to you as people who are ready to take the next step in your journey. It was about 10 years, well maybe 20 years, 21 years ago, that I sat where you're sitting, and I was very excited about my future. Because as a Crummer graduate, I knew there were going to be lots of roads of opportunity. As a fellow graduate of both the Rollins undergraduate program and the Crummer Graduate School of Business, I'm truly honored to be giving the address today to the graduating class of 2006. And to have my family present makes it even more special to me. Before I go any further, though, I would like to take a moment and recognize Dean McAllister and the talented staff at Crummer. I am so proud of this program, and hopefully all of you know that the Crummer program has been rated #1 in the state of Florida as a graduate program by Forbes magazine. Fantastic. The Dean's vision led to the establishment of the Center for Leadership Development, the Center for Entrepreneurship, the Saturday MBA program, and across the board, all programs in the Crummer School have seen an increase in applications by students. It's definitely the place people want to be. Dean McAllister's influence has been profound and will be lasting at Crummer. Dean McAllister, thank you for your leadership and keep up the great work. Thank you. Now, the famous cartoonist Gary Trudeau once said, commencement speeches were invented largely in the belief that outgoing graduates should never be released into the world until they're properly sedated. So on that note, I will keep my remarks short, but hopefully full of some useful advice. On my graduation day, sitting out in the audience, I can remember lots of mixed emotions. There was absolute excitement about what's ahead of me. There was nervousness. There was a feeling of relief. No more exams. It's exciting. But the strongest feeling was the one of optimism. Setting off on my journey to see what the future holds, I had a great support of friends, faculty, a caring family, and I had relied on all of them to get me to commencement day. But it was that sense of personal accomplishment and the opportunities ahead that gave me the encouragement and told me that I was ready for the next steps in my new phase of life. As you take a moment to reflect on your experience here at Crummer, you should be very proud. Proud of what you achieved, a major accomplishment that has prepared you for the challenges ahead. And to get it done here at the Crummer School makes it even more better. So what does the future hold for each one of you? Well, that's the question on many of our minds today. And I wish I could give you a roadmap of your future and let you know all the decisions you're going to have to make as you start that journey. But as you know, that's not possible. But there are two things that I know are facts. And they are, first of all, life is unpredictable. And second of all, change is inevitable. Those of you who embrace change and contribute to it will be the most successful. Now, some changes are going to be a little subtle, like a little less hair, a few more wrinkles. Other changes like jobs and relationships and family responsibilities will be significant life-altering events. Take a moment and think about how the world is a different place today than it was when you started your college career or your business career. I look at my career in my communications industry, going on my 26th year, and the rate of innovation and invention has been staggering. For example, just 20 years ago, the most advanced network could carry a few thousand calls over the largest copper cable. Today, a strand of fiber, as thin as one of my hairs, simultaneously transfers millions of calls. So I thought it would be important for me to get a little emotional with you today. How many of you remember this device? Sat in the corner of the room at your parents' or your grandparents'. You didn't touch it except for that emergency call or for those calls after 11 p.m. on Sunday nights, or you would have got an extremely large phone bill. My mother-in-law still calls after 11. Then all of a sudden, we were introduced to the cellular world. How modern can we get? It looked like a brick and it weighed as much as a brick. But it was important because it gave us mobility. And it was very expensive to use. Today, we carry devices like this. It's amazing. It's a telephone. It's an email browser. It's a web browser. It's a calendar. It's a digital camera. It's a video camera. It broadcasts TV. It's absolutely amazing. In fact, in 2005, more cameras were sold in the U.S. than ever in history, and over 80% were on a device like this. So in this information age, having immediate access to data is fundamental to progress. In some cases, technology advances are serving to overhaul industries and change the business landscape, which you will be part of. Consumers and business professionals like you have made it clear that communications have to be available everywhere and anywhere. It's imperative. We find ourselves in a world of technology and innovation accelerating change and blurring the lines between our personal lives and our business lives. Now, this might have sounded like a commercial for my industry, but it really illustrates the power of change. And one of the roles of the graduate program at Crummer was to prepare you for that future, providing you the tools necessary to keep up with that change and to be prepared well. You'll use many tools that you've learned, but you'll probably use them in different ways than you can imagine today. Change will occur in your life, and you'll be ready to make the most of those opportunities. You, too, will have change in your direction, in your personal goals, and your career goals. But whatever the technology advances and personal changes you face, it's important to know who you are and stay grounded with your values. It's on the topic of character and values that I want to share my thoughts and experiences over my 26 years. Because while change is inevitable, who you are and what you stand for starts with your beliefs and your values. Throughout my career, I've become very aware of the fact that as a leader of an organization, you set the tone for the organization. Whether it's a large group, a small group, you must understand that you cast a long shadow. And that shadow touches many people, and it's measured by your actions and words each day. It's up to each one of you to make sure that shadow is a positive influence on the people you touch. No matter how fast the days pass, how the world around us changes, how difficult the tasks and decisions are we face each day, we get up every morning governed by our principles and values. So over the years, I've had plenty of events where I had to rely on my set of guiding principles. And I'd like to share some of those with you this morning. First of all, and I heard this earlier today, integrity and ethics in all you do is a must. You don't need an advanced degree to know what's right and wrong. I had a mentor earlier in my career tell me, as you approach a decision or take an action, think about whether you can live with the result of that action tomorrow morning if it was in the newspaper. You see, trust is hard to gain, but it's very easy to lose. Your reputation for honesty and doing the right thing is very important in your life journey. Be someone who other people respect and know they can count on. Secondly, establish goals for your journey. Some of you probably set goals at a very young age. I am very goal-oriented, and I enjoy that feeling of accomplishment. So, I drive some people crazy because I have long-term goals, short-term goals, monthly goals, weekly goals, daily goals, hourly goals. You get the message. Because I thoroughly enjoy. I love checking off that accomplishment and seeing those goals being delivered and accomplished. Make sure you write those goals down so you frequently remind yourselves what you're expecting to accomplish. Then, the fun part is go exceed those goals. Another mentor in my career always told me, leave nothing to chance. Map out your journey, because goals without action are just dreams. Third, learn something new every day. You've been through an intense course with lots of learnings. It's going to continue. It doesn't matter how large or small the learning is. Listen to those around you, your friends, your families, your coworkers. New information helps you create new ideas to help influence and change the environment around you. There's so much to explore and learn. So make your journey a lifetime of learning. Fourth, remember that shadow you're going to cast on others. It's often said that an organization follows the pace and example of their leader. Be optimistic, enthusiastic, a multiplier of positive energy to any organization you join and the way you face life. There are challenges we face each day, and I can assure you, facing them with a can-do positive approach is much more fun than the alternative. Next, take risks and make bold moves. Each of you has special talents. Leverage your strongest capabilities and work every day to excel. Test yourself by asking, am I really passionate about what I'm doing? Am I really working toward my goals? Because passion and belief help you pursue activities and help you enroll others in achieving your goals. Sixth, foster strong relationships. Many of your successes will come through others. You will work many hours, and it's important that you build great relationships while on the job, but also with those personal relationships that count. There will always be a crunch time, like right before an exam, or that big project's due. Or there's going to be that meeting you can't miss. Make sure you take time to balance your work life with your personal life. And you've probably had to do that with your career here at Rollins in the graduate program also. A good friend of mine once told me, there are family moments that come only once in a lifetime. Remember, work is temporary. Family and friends are forever. Last but not least, the one I really enjoy, have fun at what you do. Time goes by so quickly. The hours happen very quickly. Your career is going to go very quickly, so make sure you have fun at what you do. You have many special qualities. Discover them. Put them to use in ways that make a difference in our world. Realize the important shadow you're casting today and on others who see you as a role model as you make this accomplishment of getting your advanced degree today. So as you go forward, ask yourself some questions. Are you contributing and making a difference? Are you following your guiding principles and values along the way? Are you keeping a good balance in life? And are you having fun? In closing, I'd like to leave you with a thought that I'm borrowing from Tom Brokaw. You are educated. Your certification is in your degree. You may think of it as a ticket to the good life. Let me ask you to think of it as an alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world. Your day is here. The next step in your journey, you must embrace and help lead change. And remember to be confident and believe in yourself. My personal congratulations to all of you. Now have fun and go make a difference. Thank you.